Hey family, welcome back to my channel, Awaken Butterfly Readings. Greetings to you all. Much love, and gratitude. Um, Thank you to my new subscribers. I appreciate you. You are appreciated. Thank you for rocking with your sister. As you see, I'm doing a another reading on Naya Rivera. This will be my last reading on this sister. May she rest in peace. I want to give my condolences to her family. My heart go out to them. I'm not shocked by hearing the news of her passing. As I stated in my um, reading I did on her, I mean, I'm sure many of you have checked it out. I had stated before I even did my reading that I sensed that she was no longer with us. Um, so with that being said, yes, this is situation is just really sad. It really is. Especially I feel not only for her mom and dad and brothers and sisters, but as well as for her little 4-year-old son. My heart go out to any child that loses their parent, especially their mother. But anyway, um, with this second reading, I want to dive a little deep. Um, as you notice, I had used 2 decks with my last reading. Well, this reading right here is going to be simple to the point. This right here, if many of you have been checking your sister out for quite some time, every now and then I will use this deck right here. I call this my missing deck. Okay. Um, I have a little bit of everything in here, anything that you can imagine. Okay, due to someone being missing. I have used this deck before due to children being abducted, as well as cases dealing with, you know, um, just sinister things going on, when it comes to abduction. Let me just say that. Even women been abducted, men and women. This right here is the deck that I use, okay? And any questions you can imagine, I have the answers here. It's just a matter of me being led by the spirit, and the right cards will come out. Okay. Now, when I use this deck, sometimes I have to say this. Sometimes other things come out. Okay, that's how the spirit realm works. A lot of times it's not a yes and no answer. A lot of times other underhanded things come out. This has been the case when I use this deck, and also a lot of times when we that are sensitive to the spirit realm, a lot of times there are other spirits that once their story told as well. So even though a lot of what many of you might see, you might receive clarity as well as confirmation of that what you already know. A lot of times other things come out. You're gonna see cards that might not even make any sense, but it's due to other cases. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, let me say this real quick. With my last reading I had did on Naya Rivera, I did it on the 9th of this month, okay? Wasn't too long ago. And I had also did another private reading, and I had used this deck right here. And I think about, I'm not sure how many people have seen it, but if you go back, you can see, I said, hey family, I did another private reading. Let me just say that was what was revealed to me was sinister and dark in my findings. And let me just, I want to share this real quick with many of you, or you can just go back and check it out for yourself. But you really don't have to. I'm getting ready to tell you what those findings were. With my second reading, I had it on Naya. Okay, it was a private reading, and I used this deck. Okay, number one came out she was murdered. Number two, the authorities need to check her phone, text messages for clues. Number three, the authorities need to check her computer, email. Okay, they need to check her phone, period. Number four, a female friend knows more. All right. Number five, a male was involved that knows her friend. Okay. Number six, cult activity. Now, the word cult can also mean a group, Um, So go figure. I'll let many of you, be the judge on that. All right. But number six, co-activity popped up. Now you got caught up in the wrong people or group. Okay. or it could be she got caught up in somebody that was into some kind of hideous group or cult. All right. Number seven, the authorities see it as a suicide, so that means they won't be looking for any perpetrator slash murderer. When they find her, they will see it as if she drowned, if no marks or bruises not showing up on her body. I mean, if you know that, if they don't see no marks or bruises showing up on her body, okay, they're not going to see it as though, she was murdered. As far as they're concerned, they might just see it as an accident drowning. Okay, let me just say that. Now I'm through with my findings when it comes to that. Okay. I am glad that her body did show up. This will give her family closure, and they can start moving forward, with their healing process. They'll never forget, and they will always be longing for her because that's their loved one, as well as her close friends and relatives and all. But at least they have closure now. Now, that being said, I'm getting ready to get started with this. I just want to put that information out there, family, to let you know your sister, you know, even though a lot was not said in my first reading, it was pretty much the first reading was giving many of you an insight to her mindset. It was definitely letting many of you know, as well as me, that she was going through some things. Okay, there were a lot of things that we didn't know that she was going through and she was dealing with. Okay, it's pretty much like suffering in silence, because there's a lot of things in the dark, a lot of hidden things that she was dealing with. Okay. And a lot of that came out that first reading. I'm through talking. I'm getting ready to get started with this. Please know, please know that I am led by the Spirit. But I have to say, whatever you see, it is allegedly. I have to say that it's allegedly, okay? As well as this also is for entertainment purpose only, even though I don't really see it as entertainment, but I still have to put all that out there. A lot of people watch these readings for many different reasons. A lot of people don't believe, but they watch for entertainment purpose, and that's fine, but for those who do believe, may you receive the clarity and the confirmation that you're looking for. Now, that being said, let me get started, family. Let me get started. Just give me a minute. All right, family, I just wanted to meditate on this sister, Naya Rivera. I'm seeking those things that are in the dark, maybe bring them out to the marvelous light on behalf of Naya Rivera. What happened to this sister? What led up to her being in the water? May the Spirit reveal those things that are in the dark, bring them out to the marvelous light on behalf of this sister, Naya Rivera. Thank you. This is a thick deck, and I'm going to do it in threes, but I'm always led to know when to stop. What happened to Naya? Okay, we're complete with this. Let's start with the next one. Okay, family, we complete the last deck. Okay, family, I was told by the spirit we are complete. As you see, I want to make sure this reading is to the point. Okay, I don't want to make these readings too long. Hope many of you can see. I'm sure you can. Before I get started, please know that whatever you see, okay, the spirit realm knows all things. Let me just say that, okay. And I'm going to say it one more time. If take that which resonate with your family. If you see messages in here, and it seems like it's not really, it has anything to do. It doesn't has anything to do with Naya. A lot of times, other spirits coming through. Okay, I did my best to focus on Naya Rivera. Period. But there are times when other spirits come through. They want their story told. There's a lot going on all at one time. Okay, when it comes to people, as far as transitioning due to murder or you name it. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, please keep that in mind, okay? And know it's okay to agree to disagree, but let's disagree with love, all right? So let me go ahead and get started, family. All righty. I'm going to turn each card over one at a time neatly. because the message is what it is. And please know, I can't make this up, okay? The spirit realm knows all things. I cannot make this up. Excuse me. And it is like a puzzle. It's like putting the puzzle together. You know what I mean? Oh, boy. Okay, let's get with it, family. Let's get with it. I'm sure you can see these cards. I'm going to show you each card up close, okay? And then I'm going to end this reading. Death. And we know that this sister was found deceased, okay? Things the authorities need to be checking for: met online, Facebook, check phone, or check phone/computer. Text messages has clues. I can't make this up. Cult leader, basically somebody that's into, things of darkness. Okay, their practice, shall I say? Okay, their background. Cult leader, or somebody that's over a group or a part of a group. All right, I'm going to show you all cards, whether they resonate or not. Okay, this is somebody else's case. In the woods, covered up. I'm just going to show you all the cards, just in case if other cases are popping up, you can look back on this right here to see if it's resonating, okay? Uncle. Maybe an uncle knows something or knows the person of interest. Still alive. I'm sorry. Use weapon, deadly force, killed. All right? I'm just going to show you. It looks like two cases popping up. That's what I'm sensing. Works job for the government. I'm going to show you all the cards just in case something else pop up. Many of you can see that it was showing. This person be around parks where children play. Yeah, I'm picking up on some. I'm picking up on another case too. Might be something related to children. It's all in the mix, family. Poor judgment. Yeah, I'm picking up on another case. Backyard underground bunker. So many of you know of any other case that's going on with children or something. This is what popping up. Don't worry about the 444, okay? Two male partners involve crime. West, buried in the ground. Some this case. I mean, a lot of these popping up kind of remind me of. It was another case when somebody was murdered and they was in the ground. Actually, they was in the ground, but there was body was found in the woods. I think it was that military, that lady. I forgot her name. They had found her body in the woods, in the wooded area, underground. That's what I'm picking up for some reason. I'm picking up on her case too. Okay. There's other stuff popping up. Like it's like a puzzle. Husband cheating, seeing someone else. And we know it's not Naya because I don't think she was presently married. Okay. Yeah. Ran away. I'm just gonna show you what I have, family. Dirty police involved. This can be from other cases, okay? So keep that in mind. Yeah. Organ harvest. The person of interest is on their phone contact. A family member introduced them. Something about that's how they met. A family member introduced them. I'm just showing you what I have, family. Roommate clueless. Yeah, this sounds like the other case of that military officer lady that was murdered. Body will be found as human remains. Her body was definitely found as human remains. Naya's body was not found as human remains. And then the last one committed suicide. But I do not believe Naya committed suicide. She would not have left her son like that. She had issues and she was going through some things, okay, that was going on in her personal life, but I don't believe she committed suicide. I believe it was something more sinister that happened to this sister. This is what I believe. Now, when I when I look at all of these, I'm seeing other cases. Okay, family, I'm going to leave here exactly what I feel that has to do with Naya case. Okay, this stands out to me, the death card. I'm going to leave that here. I feel strongly about this. It say met online Facebook, but I believe maybe she did meet somebody online. She was introduced to a male. Let me just say that. Okay, whoever she was seeing. Text messages has clues. I'm going to stand on this. Cult leader. This is somebody that was a part of a group um, that was into dark things. Okay, it doesn't really have to be anything dealing with witchcraft or um, cult is in the way we think of it. It can be, maybe organ harvest, or any type of group that's doing a lot of sinister things. Let me just say that. That's what I'm sensing. It has a lot to do with um, as far as the background, as far as somebody she got involved with, all right, or group. But I'm gonna say I'm gonna say I sense that she knew a male figure that was into this right here, as far as his background. Let me just say that I see it like that. And what I'm doing, I'm removing those things that I'm not picking up about her, because it says cult leader, but then it says organ harvest. So this person could be into this right here. Okay, not saying it has anything to do with her. It depends on the autopsy if they find anything in her body missing, but I doubt it. But I'm just saying this could also just mean group. Somebody that's in. She knew that she met that was into some kind of sinister group. Okay, but I'm gonna leave it where it is, and I'm still going to leave this where it is because it just has to deal with groups also, okay? It doesn't mean it's part of her case, but I'm going to leave it there. And this says two male partners, but I do sense two other people involved. Well, I'm going to say a female knows something, and the male, okay, they did the unthinkable. I just say that. But I'm going to leave this here as well, okay? It says two males partners involved crime. I'm still going to leave this here because I feel strongly about this one. If they find any bruises or blunt or injuries to her body, okay, due to someone using a deadly weapon, okay, I'm going to leave this here just in case. If that's the case, then the spirit is revealing this, okay? But if not, this has to do with another case. I'm not familiar with the area family West, where they found her. I don't know if it was the north, east, south, west of the lake. I don't know. I'm going to leave it here just in case. I'm not sure. Maybe many of you might would know. Does Naya have an uncle? And if so, could the uncle maybe know the person, or maybe she talked to an uncle? You know, um, I'm going to leave this up here. I'm going to leave this up here. A lot of things are not going to be revealed to us family. They might not even reveal the autopsy findings to tell you the truth. So a lot of us are really going to be still in the dark, to be honest with you, because they just do not tell us everything. They leave the fans, and they just pretty much will leave us in the dark. The family would know more than us. Let me just say that. I'm going to leave this here. I feel like it's still significant if she has an uncle. Maybe she is talking to the uncle about some things that had bothered her, or maybe the uncle maybe have an idea who the person might be. So I'm going to leave this here just in case. And I did mention a female or a friend. This says a family member introduced them. But I was picking up a friend, but I'm going to just leave this here just in case. Okay, it's a family member. I'm going to leave this here. Poor judgment. I feel the need to use this. Okay, poor judgment, because my last reading had mentioned about poor judgment as well. Okay, that can be also poor judgment as far as you doing things that are not for your highest good, getting involved with the wrong people that are not for your highest good. It's still poor judgment. Okay. Ran away. I'm going to keep this up here because I feel like she was running from something. Okay. Just her state as far as how she, when she pulled up at the dock, and her the way what I was picking up from her, it seemed like someone bothering her. Okay. And then the way she pulled up, she begged about crooked. And, a lot of time mothers don't have their children that are 4 years old and under walking behind them. I know I don't roll like that. My child is beside me or in front of me. So obviously something was really, really bothering her. Okay. Um, that's just what I'm sensing. Okay. But ran away. I'm just looking at this as though she's just getting away. Okay. There may be time alone to think. Okay. And spending time with her son. I'm going to keep this here. Husband cheating, seeing someone else. Well, she was once married, okay? But I think that's what 4 years ago, I believe. Was her husband cheating on her? I don't know. I do not know. Maybe many of you know more than what I do. Um, Husband cheating, seeing someone else. I don't see how they would have anything to do with this current case. So this could be dealing with another case. Okay. So far, I'm trying to wean out what I'm sensing the most. Okay, about this. So far, and I might end up taking organ harvest out, but at least many of you know you've seen it. I'm gonna take this out. Okay. But so far, from what I have, okay? And I don't know if she was living with somebody. Did she have a roommate? 'Cause if she did, it's saying that the roommate doesn't know anything, okay? If she happened to have a roommate. Let me see here. I'm gonna leave this up here, and 'cause a lot of this, what I'm seeing, it seems like to me they're dealing with other cases. This down here, this is dealing with other cases. It's something else presently going on, or something that has happened not too long ago. And these spirits, they want the story told, okay? And so a lot of times other information will come out as well. Many of you know that who have been watching me, you might see more than one case come out, okay? So let me just go over for what I do have, all right? Okay. Let me just go over for what I do have. What's standing out to me the most, okay? What's standing out to me the most are these cards right here. I could still be, all face, because nobody's perfect. Nobody is perfect, okay? Nobody you might be watching is perfect. We do the best we can as far as trying to, zoom in on the person energy and focus on that person while we are trying to retrieve information, okay? But you better believe it's some truth in here somewhere. You better believe that, okay? Come on, a lot of times these cards be on point. Let me just say that, whether it comes out in the news or not, because there are a lot of things that the officers, uh, they're not going to put out there to the public. They're just not, okay? Out of respect for their family, especially if the family don't want them to, they're not going to do it. Let me just say that. So these are my findings right here. Other cards did come out, but they had to do with other cases. All right. This I do know because I'm always getting more than one, you know, um, messages, and a lot of times it's dealing with other cases. And I have an idea what those cases are because they're ongoing now. But anyway, death stands out to me. Okay, death stands out to me. Met online, Facebook, check phone or computer. They need to check her phone and computer. Period. Okay. Whether she met somebody online or not, they need to check her phone or computer. Period. But like I say, if they look at this as a drowning or a suicide, they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. I'm telling you that right now because they feel like it's a non-factor. It has nothing to do with the case. Y'all know how they roll. They're not going to do it. They should, you know. Again, confirmation. Text messages has clues. They need to check her phone. Where's her phone? Where is Naya's phone? Uncle pop up. Okay, right here on the side, uncle popped up. Okay. Do Naya have an uncle? And if so, what do he know? Okay, but that's not for me to go there. Family deal with family matters. Everything is not for us to know. Okay. Not saying the uncle had anything to do with it, but I'm just saying, did she talk to the uncle, or do the uncle know the person of interest? Maybe he's not thinking that it's the person of interest, but do he know the person that she was once seeing, the last person she was seeing? Who was Naya seeing? Who was she seeing? Who was she seeing? It's somebody she knows. Cult leader. This is the second time it popped up. The second time I can't make it up. I was sensing a female had introduced her to the person. Okay. This says two male partners involved in a crime. Um, Only time will tell if they start digging, okay? And if they feel a need to dig, west, was it west of the lake? I don't know. This could have to do with another case. I feel the need to leave this here for a reason, family. You be the judge, but I feel the need to still leave this here for whatever reason. Poor judgment, okay? The reading I did on her, the first one I did on her, the first reading I did on her, it was pretty speaking much from a place of her mental and emotional state, okay? But still, poor judgment played a big part in it as well, okay? It was something that she was dealing with, poor judgment in her actions, whatever she was into, behind the scenes, okay, in her personal life. You maybe get involved with the wrong person, okay, wrong person, wrong groups, you name it, it's still poor judgment, you know. Maybe poor judgment for her to even go out there. And I'm sure she's been out there before with her son, but for whatever reason, poor judgment popped up. Um, the person of interest is on the person of interest is on their what? Phone. Contacts. Interesting. Interesting. The person of interest is on their phone contact. If there are, if they find, I don't know, maybe a knife wound, I'm just saying if family, I know I'm stretching, but if they find a knife wound or a blunt, a force to the head, um, just anything that could be deadly, that could kill somebody, that will cause them to not be able to come back up from the water and drown, shall I say. This says used weapon, deadly force, killed. Okay, um, that's only if it shows up in the autopsy. Okay, if not, this is dealing with another case. But at least I put it out there. If not, this is dealing with another case. But I'm still going to leave it here just in case. A family member introduced them. That's how they met. A family member introduced them. I said a friend, but I don't know why I'm sensing a female. Could have been an uncle introduced her to him. The ran away card. A lot of times people run from their problems. Okay, they have to get away. That's the only reason I'm leaving this here. Okay. I know a lot of you gonna say, "Oh, she didn't run away. She just spent time with her son. Going out for, going out on the boat. To go swimming, but I don't know why anybody would want to swim in that kind of water. The way they described that area, I would, and I think it was signs up they said that was saying no swimming. So you have to look at all of this, family. You have to look at all of this, okay? You have to look at all of this. That poor baby, they found him in the water. I'm sorry, her poor 4-year-old son, they found him on the boat with a life vest on. Think about it, with a life vest on, asleep. If something would have happened to my mom, I mean, I would be crying. I can imagine a child just falling asleep and something happened to his mom. He would be distraught. I know kids can cry themselves to sleep, but still, when they found him, he would have definitely let them know something jumped off. Was the poor baby, was the poor baby drugged? You know what I'm saying? Was he drugged before they don't think what happened to his mother, and maybe that's why he don't know anything? I'm just saying. So anyway, family, this is what I have. I wanted to make sure this reading was to the point. I didn't want to be dragging it. That's what I love about using this right here, because it's to the point. So anyway, family, I know other things popped up, um, but like I said, these are dealing with other cases. Cause many of you know about the other sister. Well, the other lady, I forgot her name. I think she's a Hispanic lady that was in the military, and they found her body all cut up. Excuse me for saying those words, but they found her remains in the woods. A lot of this is popping up. I'm pretty much seeing her case popping up. But anyway, it's said all the way around, because we can't bring Naya back. All we can do is just pray for her family, that most like God will give them strength to overcome and to get through this. And give our condolences to her family. Keep her family in our prayer, as well as for her, baby boy. Poor Naya. This is really heartbreaking. But anyway, that's my finding. I will not touch this case anymore. I just want to dive a little deep and go back into it to see was there anything that I missed. But as you see, a lot of things repeated. Okay, from that private reading I did. If anything repeated, this is what they really need to be looking at. Death, which we already know, coach, okay? It may not be no cult leader, but coach, okay? Um, well, here, met online. Um, check the text messages. Because a lot of this stuff is just repeating itself, okay? A lot of this stuff is just repeating itself. And yes, I'm going to say it again. I do believe a male was involved, okay? Because that popped up in my private reading. Yes, I do. If I hear saying two male partners, maybe the person had some help. I don't know. I wasn't there. But anyway, I'm through this reading. Much love to you all. Much love, much love. I'm going to keep the comment section open. Community, you have a right to your opinion, but please be respectful. I do not want to block or delete anyone because you have a right to your opinion. Just be respectful. That's all I ask. Much love to you. Peace and blessings to you. And bye for now.